Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. Today we're going to walk through my makeup collection and hopefully do like a pretty speedy declutter. I just want to pick some things to get rid of that I'm not using or I don't like using and try and pare it down a little bit. I'm not going to go like every single product and look at all of them, but I want to just pick out the things I know I want to get rid of. And then I'm hoping to do a new Shop My Stash and use some products I'm kind of on the fence about. And then maybe in the beginning of next year, I will do like a pretty intense declutter. But let's just go through the collection and see what I can get rid of today. Okay, let's start here. This is where I have all of my eye and brow products. This is actually an empty product. I had repressed the e.l.f. Blush Duo blush into this and I just used it up the other week. So I'll take that out. But looking at single shadows, I don't know if I'll actually get rid of any of these. Let's see. This is probably dried, actually, unfortunately. Yeah, this is all dried out, so I'm going to get rid of this. This is the ColourPop Jelly Much in Field of Fairies. I know you can try and like revive these, but then they don't last for very long after that. So I'm going to go ahead and move on from that one. Okay, I'm going to keep the rest of those. These Kaja ones just were not my favorite. These were decluttered to me, actually, but they just... I don't know, I didn't really feel like drawn to them very much. I've used them both a few times and wasn't like overly impressed, I guess. I do like that liner. Let's see. This one, it's like a very subtle cream shadow, but I just don't feel like that's really my style to use that. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. These I really wish I had liked better, but I'm gonna get rid of this color. No, I'm gonna get rid of this Wet n Wild one in Nudie Culture because it's just, I don't know, not my favorite. They also like they fall out of the packaging, so it's just a mess. I do really like this one though, so I'm gonna keep this and see if I use it, but I really don't like how it just falls out of the packaging when you try and use it. I don't know if you can really like press it in to where it wouldn't. I do think it's really pretty. Let's see. As long as this one's not dried out, I'll keep that one. That's a nice inner corner highlight from ColourPop. Rose Quartz, that's my favorite. Brow pencil, love that one. I hope this one's not dried out. This one is honestly not that comfortable to use. Like, it's kind of dry on the eye. And I do have this black one, but it has shimmer in it. Just prefer that. I'm gonna actually get rid of this KBD. If I ever need another black one, I'll just pick one up from NYX. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I like both of those. This one, I want to love this, but it's just so dry. I don't know. I'm gonna put that one in my Shop My Stash, I think, in my next video, because I would like to see if I like that color. It wasn't exactly the color I was wanting when I bought it, and I never use it. I'm gonna get rid of it. I literally never use it. I don't like the formula. I do like that one, but I definitely like this Rose Quartz one a lot better. Like, if I'm going to use one, I love this shimmer in this one. That's a maybe. Some of these are going to be maybes that I want to test out, so I'm going to be putting those in my Shop My Stash. So I don't want to have to like really overthink it today. If I don't want to get rid of it, I'm not going to. At this point, this is so old, I really feel like I need to get rid of this. I'm also going to get rid of this Profusion Black Pigment. It's so cool how you can put shimmers over it, but I literally never use it. I'm going to keep this brow gel from Kosas and the one from Anastasia. Oh, got a lot going on here. Okay. Let's look at mascaras first. No, I don't think I've had this one open that long. Okay. I'm going to try this one more time, but I haven't used this in so long. I'm pretty sure I hated it the last time, so that'll also be going in a Shop My Stash. I'm going to go ahead and actually pull these for Shop My Stash. Okay, eyeshadow primers. Oh my gosh. Oh, brow wax. Is this the tinted one? I do like this. I haven't used it in a while. Okay. I'm going to keep all of those for now. Nothing wrong with them. Okay, so from this drawer, I'm getting rid of all of these. So I'm going to count that as a good start to this. Definitely want to save eyeshadow for last, so let's jump over to Complexion. I don't think there will be a ton I'm getting rid of over here. It's so hard to declutter these because they're obviously skin tone specific for most of them. This is my favorite setting spray. It's going nowhere. You know what? I have had this Ben Nye Final Seal. Ooh, yeah. It is green now. It used to be blue. I was gonna say I don't feel comfortable using that anymore. Yeah, no, that's trash. Ew. Really good product though, and make your makeup last literally all day long. I do like both of these. I'm liking this one right now. This one I need to test some more, so I'll keep all of these. However, I'm gonna pull these two into rotation. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick a couple of Shop My Stash products, but if you guys want to see like everything else I'm picking, then definitely just wait for that video. It'll be a little bit more like cumulative, I'm planning on. Primers. I don't want to get rid of any of these, I don't think. I'm actually really liking this Pretty Smart one recently. Cali Ray is kind of fun to use every now and then. The e.l.f. one is good. Glossier, and then of course just my SPF. So those will stay. Powder, love that one. I'm gonna get rid of this glowish one. Oh, I don't know, I have pan in it. I feel like I used to hate this and I think I liked it and I haven't used it in a long time either. Okay, this one's gonna go into Shop My Stash. Not sure about that one either. I really don't remember how I feel about it. This RCMA one is my go-to for a nice matte look when I want it to last forever. The number 7, not my favorite anymore. Might as well use it up because I don't not like it. I'm so sick of this. I'm getting rid of this one. The Kokie concealer, I'm over it. I cannot use it up. I keep trying. It's like never ending, not in a good way. Okay. Oh, you guys, I'm going to get rid of this. This is the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. I just don't like it. I wish I did. I love Selena Gomez and I want to love all of the products her brand has, but I just much prefer this under eye brightener from Lottie London. This one just doesn't do enough for my under eyes. I have too much purple in my under eyes for that to do anything. Okay, these two, I've never used them. Actually, okay, clearly I've used that one. I don't think I've used this one. Okay, I haven't used this one. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. My skin is so dry though, I just don't see myself using that. So before I even use it, I'm gonna give this to someone with oily skin. But I'm gonna keep this Luminous one. I don't even remember using that. I'm gonna have to use that again. See how I feel about it. These are my favorite concealers. I feel like I only need one of these though because these are like super full coverage. This one from Huda, I do actually like that one. And then this one from, oh my gosh, is this from Catrice? Has been surprising me a little bit lately, but I also don't know that I need it. So I don't know, I might put both of those into the Shop My Stash and see which one I actually like better. If I would have filmed this even a week ago, I'd be getting rid of that Catrice one, but I've actually been liking it recently, so I'm gonna keep it. I love the NARS concealer. All of these foundations are still my favorites, so they're not going. Okay, for cheek products, I don't know where my little face palette ended up. Is there more eyeshadows? I don't know where my little about face, or no, not about face. Is it like the lip bar? I don't know where that one is. I'm gonna keep both of those. I really liked it in the summer, so I hate to get rid of it now. This one, I need to see if I still like it. I went through a phase where I really liked this super cool tone kind of contour look instead of a bronzer. Don't know if I still like that or not. This is another one I really like in the summer sometimes. It's definitely my darkest one. And then these three are my favorite bronzers, so I'm going to keep those. I tried this one when I think I did a video like trying to do a whole face under a certain amount or something. I don't remember. It was earlier this year. I really don't need this, but highlights are hard because I could honestly get rid of all of them but like a couple. But I don't know that I want to, you know? This one's probably my favorite from Catrice. And I've actually really been liking this one from e.l.f., which is getting pretty close to being done. I'd like to finish that up. I finished the blush. I'd like to finish the highlight. Let's see. I actually do like this one from Fenty a lot more than I used to. I'll keep that. Pixie. Has this run its course? I don't know. I just don't know that I'm dying to keep this. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Don't need it. Don't use it. I'm gonna keep this one for some reason. I haven't worn this in so long. Oh, I don't know. I have a friend that I feel like would really like this. I'm gonna see if my friend wants this. If she doesn't, I'm gonna keep it. But if she wants it, I'm gonna give it to her because this is like screaming that she would love it. I'm gonna find out if she does or not. I don't know. But like I said, if she wants it, I'm going to give this to her. I just don't wear it anymore. I don't want it to not even get used. Oh, this one is so pretty. You guys remember when I dropped this? Like literally the day I got it. So sad. Ooh, I don't think I need this one because I have the Rare Beauty one, but it's icier. This is like my favorite highlight type though. I'm gonna say they're all different. Are they? I don't know. But then I also have this one from Milani. Oh, that one's not even that pink on the scan. It's more peachy. Okay. This one I hate in a swatch, like it just looks like nothing, but when I actually wear it, every time I think about getting rid of it and then I wear it, I actually really like it. So let's just keep on moving from that. This Pixie one, I know this pink shade is too dark for me, but I definitely like this one, or else it wouldn't have pan in it. Gosh, I just don't even know that I need those. The thing is, because I'm not that like into this like a fun makeup like I used to be, I don't want to just get rid of stuff. I don't know. See, I wish that this was in the packaging of that. Isn't that crazy? Because this one's even broken, but I like it better. I hate bulky packaging, and this is the definition of that. But it doesn't really matter because I have plenty of room because vanity is huge. Ooh, okay, I feel like I could actually... I'm spending too much time on this. This is going into the Shop My Stash. I'm going to test that out, and so is this one, so I can compare them. If they're similar enough, or if I like the Nomad one better, I'm going to get rid of the Pixie one, which I can't believe because I love the packaging of that. Kelly Gooch really talked me into that product. I'm pretty sure that was her. I'm going to keep this one too because I do really like it. Okay, that looks way better. Blushes. These I keep going back and forth about. This is so old. It doesn't smell bad though. So old. I just can't get rid of it. This one is more orangey. Again, don't wear it. But it's like, will I wear it in the summer? I don't know. I like that one. This is that Charlotte Tilbury lipstick pressed into a blush. I'm gonna keep it. I just feel like I have too many. That one's really pretty. How does that compare to this? Shimmer wise. Shop My Stash you go. Basically the Shop My Stash is gonna be a chopping block plus some that I know I love so that I don't hate my makeup every day. Gotta keep this one. Favorite. You guys. This is never going anywhere. Like, over my dead body is this going anywhere? That's a little dramatic. I would just buy it again if something happened to it. Love it. Favorite blush ever. Can't get rid of this. Wish I had, like, the lighter pink one, but I don't need it. NYX. Ugh. I got this one. I was so excited about this one. Don't wear it very often. Ooh, that is pretty, though. Like, they look so pretty in swatches, but they look so bright for a blush that would actually go on my cheek. Gonna keep it for now, not so sure. This one's pretty. I need to wear it more. I love the formula of it. Pretty. It's dark on the swatch, but you can blend it out pretty good on the skin. I'm gonna get rid of this. This packaging was just not it for me. It's such a good product. Oh, it looks like it's actually like really settled. That's super watery now. I think that's just old. This is the Burt's Bees Luminizer, by the way. So old. Don't even care to try and make it work anymore. Can't be bothered. Honestly, again, my friend that I think would like this, I actually feel like she would like this whole setup too because she does more like fun highlight looks. I'm gonna ask her if she wants that. I feel like she might. Okay, I'll see if she wants that. Ooh, this one, I have not been using this. This one was also decluttered to me. I just don't see myself using this. I want a product like this that's like so creamy that you can just like wipe on the skin. But it's so pretty. Shop My Stash you go. I'm feeling like I could get rid of that one, but it's just like, it looks so gorgeous. It's the right tone for my skin. And that's what makes me want to keep it because it's not too dark. But maybe there's a method that would be like a quick application that I would still like. This one, oh my gosh, this is so old. How long have I had this? This doesn't smell like horrible. I have to look back at when I got this. Shop My Stash. This one I also never use. It's so pretty though. But I tend to use this one, which I wanted for so long. Are they similar? Ooh, those are so similar. What? Okay, that makes my decision for me because this one lasts all day, looks so pretty, and those are way too similar. So I think I'm gonna pass this one on. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna give it one last chance. That's so silly though if I keep both of those. Guys. Look at that texture. Oh, it just doesn't last on me. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't need it. Gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna keep this one from Say. I love it so much. Love this. They now sell it as just the contour and just the highlight. Would totally wish I just had the contour, but I'm not gonna replace it. That'd be so silly because I already have this. This Oma, what is it called? Double Take Contour and Highlight. Love the contour. I'm also going to keep this one. This is from Tarte. It's the cream bronzer. Do I keep this one though? I think this was like the birthday gift. This is really pretty. From Ilia. I do really like this. I'm gonna keep this one. It's not an everyday product for me, which I think is kind of the point of it, and it's real subtle on the swatch, but on the cheeks it's really pretty. I'm gonna keep that for now. I know lipstick and eyeshadow are gonna be my hardest categories, so I'm gonna try not to overthink it and just get rid of the ones that I know I don't want to keep anymore, but I'm feeling overwhelmed already. First up, I'm gonna get rid of this one from Maybelline. This is the liquid lipstick in Exhilarator. Doesn't look good with my teeth. Just not the right shade of red. I do actually really like this color from Maybelline. It's a more like orangey red, which just for some reason looks better with my teeth, makes them look whiter. This one is a really pretty formula, but look at that color. No. Again, this one was decluttered to me, but for some reason I thought it was a different color. I did not realize I was like asking for that bright of an orange. That's my bad. Looks horrible on me. Now these Profusion Juicy Tints, there's nothing wrong with them. However, they're just not as good as some other products that I have. I don't know, they kind of feel like a lip smacker gloss. I think those are more suitable for, I don't know, like a 10-year-old. Maybe this is like their first lip product that's not like an actual just chapstick. This is like really fun for a 10-year-old, but I think it's a little bit young for me and young for my collection in specific. This one has gone bad. This is the Maybelline Vinyl Super Ink. I used to really love this, but now it is like so sheer. It's like it's not even the same product. It's super weird, but it's definitely gone bad, and I haven't had it like that long, I think. This is another Maybelline Super Stay Teddy Tint. I don't know. Still testing those out. They're newer. My mother-in-law gave them to me. I really am liking them so far, especially the orangey one. I haven't used this one so much. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte. I like that one. I'm going to keep that one. Oh, this one. This is so cool. This is SPF. It's a Supergoop product. My grandma gave this to me. But the amount of product you need to use to have SPF and the amount of product I want to use of this color is just two different things. And I just don't know that this is something that looks good with my teeth again. I'm kind of weird about reds and like bright colors. Unfortunately, this one just doesn't look good on my lips. Like, it doesn't look good with my teeth. So rather than let it sit in my drawer and not get used, I'm gonna see if I have a friend who would like this. It might suit them a little bit better. I'm gonna get rid of that. Ooh, I haven't used this in forever. Honestly, that's a really comfortable product. I'm gonna keep that. Ooh, y'all, some of these are gonna be really hard to get rid of. Let's move to glosses first. Oh, I'm definitely not getting rid of this. Don't get your hopes up. Let's see. Let me get my favorites out of there so I know what I'm not getting rid of. This one's super old. How does this one smell? This one still smells pretty good. That is really pretty. I just have too many to be able to actually use all of them. So I'm hoping to get rid of some that stand out to me today and then get rid of more later on as well. Honestly though, like, this is such a thick, sticky gloss that I really never reach for it. So I think I'm gonna put this in my Shop My Stash too and see if I use it, but I don't have high hopes for that one staying. I need to pick between the two of these. Prefer the way this one looks, but I feel like this one gives me a weird taste in my mouth. So I don't know that I need to keep that. I'm gonna put these in my Shop My Stash too. Ugh. I'm putting those in rotation too because I need to pick one or the other. These are so fun, but literally could not tell you the last time I've used them. A lot of these I just need to test. Like, I need to put on my lips and see if I want to keep them or not. Like, this is so fun. But when in the actual world would I wear this? Like, look how pretty it is. I'm keeping this one just because I like to swatch it sometimes. I already own it, so there's really like nothing to lose. This one I need to try. And some of these, like, I truly do want to try and then see how I feel about them before I would do like another round of decluttering. So I'm gonna put that one in rotation too. This one from Milani, I wanted to try this one so bad, but I just don't feel like it looks good on my lips. It smells good though, that's for sure. Tell me why I can smell that, but I can't smell this one. Did it go away? I actually feel like this one might be going off. I'm gonna have my husband smell that and see what he thinks, but no, it definitely is, because I remember this one used to smell really, really good, and there's a hint of something weird in there, so I'm gonna get rid of that one, unfortunately. Guess that makes my decision for me though. So I'm gonna keep this Essence one. Oh, I also have a couple in my purse, but those are obviously gonna stay because I've been wearing them. Including one that's this line. This is my second favorite. Do I really need to keep 2 more? I don't need to keep this one. I keep this one because it's light, but if I'm gonna wear something like that, I'll just use this Kaja one, which is like essentially clear, and go over any other lip product. I'm gonna try this one on, which is in the shade Dolly. I'm gonna get rid of Dolly because I just prefer this one in Sugar. They actually look similar on the lips because they're pretty sheer, but I like the shimmer effect in that other one. I like that. Haven't used this one in so long because I just have too many, but I think I like this one from Kosas. I'm gonna keep that. So these are all keep, couple to test, keep. These are so old at this point. This one in Thalia, I literally got to try and replace the Almay one, which is in my purse. But I have the Almay one, so I don't use this one so much. I'm gonna get rid of that. Minimalism, I actually really like this one. It's a little bit more pink. For now, I'm gonna keep that. This one's so hard for me to get rid of, but I think I should get rid of this one. But I need to find someone to give it to. This one's MAC Blankety. So pretty, but looks a little weird on my lips sometimes. So I'm gonna give it like one final chance. But if it doesn't look good the next time I wear it, it's gone. One more time to use these from Revolution. These were 2 more that were decluttered to me. I think I can get rid of this one though. This one doesn't look good on my lips, I don't think. It's just too light. This is in the shade Lover Nude. Yeah, I'm putting it on now and it looks atrocious on my lips. It's just weird because my lips are naturally like a medium tone pink fur, I guess how I would describe it. They're not like super light. So light shades of lipstick on my lips, I just really don't like how they look. But I do like this other one in the shade Chauffeur Nude. So I'm gonna keep that one. I'm keeping all of my Bite lip crayons. Can't even get those anymore. And that's not why I'm keeping them. I love them. But I also don't even want a chance wanting them back. I'm gonna keep the Soph lip balms. I really need to use those up. I haven't used this in a long time, but I like it. Would like to use that up actually. From Tarte. Oh my gosh, I haven't used this in a long time either. It's like hazelnut something or other from Koki. Keep that. Guys, again, Rare Beauty. I want to love this, but it's so drying on my lips. Like, it actually looks horrible on my lips. I'd rather use the Koki one than that because it doesn't look good. So, 2 Rare Beauty products, unfortunately, they gotta go. Love this one from Fenty, though. Love this one from Natasha Denona. Do I need all of these? Probably not. My favorites, 332 Social Status, 323 don't know what that one's called, and 330 don't know what that one's called. I think these are my favorites. Let me swatch them. I'm trying really fast. I'm trying really hard to go fast because I know my declutters usually take forever. I'm already at 33 minutes of footage. So this one's 330. It's a nice like cool tone. Keeping 332 Social Status is my OG favorite from this line. Just a really good like everyday pink. And then I like this one because it's a bit more of like a burnt kind of brick color, but in a neutral way, if that makes sense. And then 383. I do like that one too. It's a little bit more like browny. And then this one, 316, is a lighter pink. Haven't worn this one in a long time, but I want to see if I use it kind of around Valentine's Day in the spring and stuff. Don't think I have another like light pink lipstick like that. And it's a color that I often like want to try, and so I don't want to get rid of it and then just want to rebuy it after that. But part of me is thinking I can get rid of this minimalism one from NYX. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this one too from NYX in minimalism. I used to really like it, but I feel like I have formulas I just like better than that one now, and in similar colors too. Primarily the Social Status 332 one that I'm talking about. Here, if you want to see those swatched next to each other, let's compare them. So this is Ulta 332 Social Status, and then NYX Minimalism. So pretty similar. I just prefer the Ulta formula. I think that's gonna be it for this drawer. Really, honestly, you guys, I need to get rid of this. I'm putting this on my Shop My Stash so I can try it out again, but I think it's gonna be a goner. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better about this now. Way better. I have 4 to put in my Shop My Stash to test out, but I'm happy to get rid of these. Okay, I had to pause for a minute and charge my phone, but I went ahead and tried on the lipsticks I was gonna put in my Shop My Stash, and I've actually decided to get rid of all of them. The Milani one, I think I just have lips, actually Milani and Alamar. I have lip glosses I think will give me the exact same effect. Milani, I feel like the doe foot is just like way too big. It's just like, gives you way too much product, and I just don't like the formula of it. The Alamar one is pretty sticky, and I've always felt that way. It's just like not my favorite formula. This one I feel like just doesn't look like super flattering on my lips from Nomad, unfortunately, just that color. And then the MAC Blankety, I love this swatched. I love it on other people, but again, it's just too light for my natural lip color, and on top of my lips, I don't like it. It's also pretty drying looking, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually declutter all 4 of these. And I went ahead and went through my lip liners while my phone charged a little bit, and I'm also gonna get rid of 4 lip liners. So if you're curious to know which ones, I'm getting rid of this one from Juvia's Place, one from Rimmel, the color Warm Nude in Cokie. Love their other ones in Dusty Rose and just in Nude, but don't like that one at all. And then also this Essence Hugs and Teddies one. I just don't like how any of these look on my lips. Actually, I like this Rimmel one, but it's more drying than 2 others that I have that are similar colors. So for lip products, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm getting rid of 21 lip products. That's insane. It makes me feel so much better. Okay, eyeshadows though, I've got to hurry. I got to make dinner. And I also feel like a little overwhelmed by these. So even if I can just get rid of like a couple, I will feel good. But you guys know eyeshadow is my favorite category. Now one of these I know is expired and I just haven't like thrown it out yet, but it smells horrible. I think it might be this one. Yeah, so that's Taupe palette smells like nothing, but Making Mobs smells god-awful. This Making Mobs palette smells horrible. It's gotta go. Unfortunately, I really love that palette, but it has to go. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so difficult. I literally haven't used this palette in so long, what the heck. I'm really hoping to pick like my Shop My Stash products from the ones I'm just unsure about, so I'm just gonna try and really go rapid fire and like go with how I'm feeling. Both of these are Keep. Goodness, Perry. This one is nothing special, but I know I had gotten this to be able to use for like a beginner's makeup look, but I feel like what I'm learning is I can just point out colors, and I can always suggest this one if someone is looking for something like really inexpensive to begin with. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this while I can hopefully find someone who will enjoy it. I have so many palettes, I really don't need that one. These are Keep. I love, wait, I thought I grabbed these too. I love these. They're so cute. They're just little paw prints. I maybe don't use them as much as some of my other palettes, but I would like to remind myself to use them more. And sometimes I just keep things because of packaging. Like, I can't not have these. I'm so excited about them. Okay, I think I've made the decision to get rid of this Totally Plastic palette from BH Cosmetics and Iggy Azalea. I used to really love this palette, and I still like it. However, I think I mostly love these 3 light shades because it's so hard for me to find a palette where the shades are light enough for me. I don't tend to wear this type of yellow shade or this gold shade, so it leaves me with this one. But it's a more of like a iridescent, like yellowy pink. I don't know if that makes sense, but the glitters are like yellow. So it's not as wearable for me. I love the pink matte shades too. Like the matte shades in this palette are it for me, but I would like the shimmers to be different. Love the packaging of this, like so cute. It will be missed, RIP, but I don't need it. Like, it's just not as, it doesn't stand out in comparison to my other ones, let me put it that way. I'm also going to get rid of this one. Was so excited for this last year. On Black Friday, I bought this last year. So underwhelming on the eyes. However, look at me swatching this and being like, wait a minute. Do I want to keep this? Like, that's pretty. But I didn't like it on the eyes. So why do I like it right now? It's just the swatches, Kirsten. You don't need it. Like, no, I literally haven't used this in so long. And I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which, looking at the swatches, is what this is screaming to me. So, I mean, I have this one. Really don't need this one from Buxom, unfortunately, because this one looked so pretty, but such a letdown on the eyes, in my opinion. Okay, I feel like I'm doing pretty good now. Here's the thing. I bought both of these palettes shortly after Henry passed away last year. I really wanted something in my makeup collection that like really reminded me of him. And honestly, these were kind of a stretch. This one hadn't come out yet from Nomad. I bought that one like on our cruise, which was only like a month after Henry passed away. And so I guess I just like have attachment to it for that reason. We did not go, like, okay, I don't know why I feel the need to explain myself, but that cruise had been planned for like a year and a half, and so it was just like a hard time. It's hard to go and like go on a vacation or something where you like are supposed to be happy when you're so sad, but whatever. I'm trying not to like get sad right now, but anyways, I wanted to get something that reminded me of Henry to have in my makeup collection, and this one with the castle, like that's why I have the crown, because Henry's name was actually King Henry. So like castles and crowns and everything like always remind me of him, and the night sky reminded me of the night sky with him, and I felt like this little girl looking down just like really reminded me of him. Anyways, I'm going a long route here. This maybe isn't like my most practical everyday palette or whatever, but like I can't get rid of it. I do really think it's pretty. The shimmer shades though are just more like toppery. It's actually like pretty similar to this one though. Which makes me think, do I need to keep the That's Taupe palette? Shot my stash. Not getting rid of this one, which by the way, if you're curious, is Flower Nose. Love the packaging of that one. Like honestly, so beautiful. I'm gonna put this one in my Shot My Stash and see if I really want to keep it. I'm gonna keep this though. That being said, this Nomad Okavango palette, I bought this Flower Nose one, and this was like my Henry palette, right? Because there wasn't really like a dog palette. And I kind of just bought this one because there were paw prints. I don't want to say that because I love Nomad, and I was so excited to see like a more neutral tone palette come out, but these are not necessarily like my neutral tones. And so if it were just based on the color story, I would not keep this palette because there's something about these shimmer shades that just like don't really pull me in very much. And well, y'all, I really love Nomad, so I hate even saying that, but it's just something about like the shimmers that are in this that I don't necessarily feel drawn to it. Again, I love these matte shades though. Like these right here are so pretty. Also, I did see a comment from one of you guys recently saying like, why don't you just depot them? Something about me, when I depot them, I'll never reach for them again. And you'll see, I'm about to get to this singles palette right here. Literally haven't reached for that since I created it. I'm gonna have to think about this one because I bought this on that cruise, because that's like happened to be when it launched. And something about this like makes me feel drawn to Henry. Like this palette in and of itself doesn't remind me of Henry. It's the fact that I bought this on the cruise that we went on. Unfortunately, like just shortly after he passed away, like it just was timing, but It has the paw prints on it, and that was kind of like my justification at the time of like, oh, I need to get this palette because it reminds me of Henry. It's like holding on to something that you're grieving, okay? If it were just for the color story, though, I would not keep it. So that being said, I think the best decision right now, because I don't want to get rid of it and then be sad, because everything regarding Henry is just like a very difficult thing for me to think about still. So I'm going to put this in my makeup memory box because I personally am not drawn to this color story. I don't see myself using it, but I've also kind of created that attachment in my mind of this palette and this Flower Nose one, and so therefore it's really hard for me to get rid of anything that reminds me of Henry. That's what I'm getting at. So this is going to go in my makeup memory box. I'm going to kind of consider it a declutter because I'm not going to keep it in my drawer. I'm going to keep the Flower Nose one though. I really like that one. It's a nice like cool tone palette, but this one, it's just not my tones. I feel like if I had a deeper skin tone, I would love this. Like these tones look so pretty on like olive skin tones and deeper skin tones, but I just don't like them on myself, unfortunately. I know that was a lot of an explanation, but it's just my thought process, so sorry. Okay, these are singles. Oh, guys, I look at these, I'm like, ooh, pretty. This is literally like, I'm not keeping any of these, you guys. I don't use them. Like, I really don't use them. There's a time in my life when I liked all of these. The time is not now. Really sad though, because this one in the Libra is from ColourPop, and Kathleen Lights from the Zodiac palette. This is like my favorite. This was my favorite matte shade ever. But I think I have that one. No, that's not the Libra. That's from the So Jaded palette. Well, they are similar. I'm gonna keep these four, by the way. Those are singles that I actually do occasionally use, I'll say. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get rid of the shade the Libra though. This just was my favorite matte shade. You know, I literally might just keep this one, and then the rest of them I'm gonna get rid of. If I think I have packaging that I can keep that one in. My phone's about to die, so I can't look now. I think I'll keep that one matte shade because I really do like it. And by the way, I'm saying matte, but it's kind of like a satin shade. It's really, really pretty, and it's very flattering, I think, on my skin tone. Okay, let me keep going. You guys, I think it's time that I'm just kidding. I'm never getting rid of that. I love that palette. Okay. Some more Nomad palettes. These are, like, honestly, guys, I love these. I don't use them, though. If I'm being, like, so for real with myself, I'm not gonna use these, except for this one, the Cartagena palette. Love it. I can use that one, but these two, literally, I can't tell you the last time I've used them. However, if I want to do a fun look, I pretty much have everything I need right here, and I love these palettes. Like, I can't explain it. I love them. Don't hardly ever use them, but sometimes I just don't care. Like, I'm not getting rid of them just to get rid of them. I'm gonna keep those. They're a little bit different than the Okavango palette because for some reason the Okavango palette just doesn't like bring me joy to look at it, but the other ones do. I think it's just because I used to love them so much when I liked more colorful looks. This is a great palette. This is the Profusion Harvest palette. $10, such a good palette. However, it's already like winter time. I didn't use it all fall. So I'm gonna put this in my Shop My Stash and see if I even use it. It's really pretty, but I think it's kind of like a chopping block type thing for me right now. Ooh, this one. Gosh, these are so pretty. I'm gonna keep them just because I think I'll regret getting rid of them. I know I don't use it often, but I'm not gonna just get rid of everything that has color in it because I'm not using it right now. This one though, gosh, it's so old. This one's gonna go in the makeup memory box, you guys, because this is like one of the very first palettes that ever made me like want to do makeup very early on. So I don't really feel comfortable using it anymore. Like, it is so old. I don't even know how old this is because I bought it secondhand, but I've had it for so long. So that's gonna go in the makeup memory box. Okay, this one, I'm just so weird about makeup. Like, this is so nostalgic for me. I've never had a palette other than this one where I've hit pan in all of them, so I'm gonna keep it in now, but it might go to the makeup memory box too. I'm not sure yet. I think I can get rid of these. They're so cute, but I just like, I don't need them. And I definitely have like a ton of eyeshadow palettes, so I'm gonna pass these on to someone who I feel like would use them more. I can't get rid of this. Yo, I got rid of this, and then my friend that I decluttered it to gave it back to me because I had missed it so much and she didn't really use it. I can't get rid of it. It's the Revolution Diamonds and Pearls palette. Again, I can't get rid of this. Literally haven't worn it in so long. I can't get rid of it. The I Heart Revolution Tasty Avocado, Mini Tasty Avocado palette. Just can't get rid of it. Okay, this one's a favorite, Viseart Cashmere. However, honestly, this one in the Minx Et, not a favorite. Just for some reason, I feel like the formula doesn't stack up to the Cashmere palette. I thought this was going to be like my perfect like warm tone versus cool tone. But something about it just like, I don't know. I'm going to put this in my Shop My Stash and just test it out some more and see how I feel about it. Looking at it, I just think I need to give it some more use. I haven't used it a lot because I got that, which I'm moving that to Shop My Stash. But then shortly after, I ended up actually getting this one for my birthday. And this is like a much more neutral warm tone palette, but they're more flattering on my eyes, I feel like. This is the Natasha Denona Golden palette. I'm going to keep that. My other Natasha Denona palettes, Glam and well, Glam's going nowhere. I Need a Nude, not going anywhere. I do really like that one. This one, the My Dream palette, I could see myself getting rid of just because of how much it creases on me. But this is another one I'm going to put in my Shop My Stash and just see if I can test it out some more. Okay, I really got to hurry and go through the rest of these, so let's see. Huda Rose Quartz is not going anywhere. Oh, okay. These two I want to look at together. Let me do those last. These are singles from Cleona. Trying to get to the other ones without breaking all of these. These are all singles from Cleona. I'm not getting rid of those. I literally have these just because they're so pretty. I'm going to keep them because I love the packaging. And sometimes I just want to keep stuff because of the packaging. Keeping this one, Unbreakable Bonds from Sydney Grace. Huda Nude, I'm keeping. Alter Ego Goddess palette. I'm going to keep this one because I have wanted the Natasha Denona Gold palette for so long. This one was decluttered to me, but it looks just like that one. But I'm going to put that one in my Shop My Stash. My Custom M Cosmetics I'm going to keep. I just paid way too much money to get rid of that one. I do like it though. BH Cosmetics Hanging in Hawaii, I'm definitely keeping that one. Oh, here's my face palette I couldn't find earlier. Keeping that. Glaminatrix Nearly Natural, definitely keeping this one. So pretty. Ooh, okay, Gimme Glow, cannot get rid of those. These are my eyeshadows that remind me of Perry. I have my eyeshadows now that remind me of Henry. These are my Perry shadows. This one is called Perry. Gosh, I haven't used this in so long. This is my everyday palette, the Milani Gilded Mini. I'm keeping that one for sure. And I'm keeping this mini Natasha Denona palette as well. This is the mini Starlit palette. Okay. Okay, this one is a Tarte Gilded palette, and I'm gonna keep that one. This one's brand new. No, I thought maybe this one could kind of replace my Persona Identity palette. No, it really can't. Looking at it here. Oof. Part of me thought I was going to get rid of this palette. I don't know how old it is, but it's old. I mean, like, she old. But I just can't do it. I say the same thing every time. Like, all of these shimmer shades and then the one matte shade. Like, these are my favorite, though. But these are so dark. But these are my favorite. Especially this Bombshell shade. Like, this really, like, made me feel okay about greens. I love that seductive color. It's just, like, the perfect shimmer color. Basically, these three, my perfect shimmers for every day. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put this in my Shop My Stash because I want to use it more. So, all in all, I'm going to put 3 in my makeup memory box. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this one in my makeup memory box. Let me look at the shimmers and just see, like, do I see myself reaching for this in the next few months? Not really. I love this palette though. Like, this is such a special palette to me. I have so many memories attached with my palettes because they're usually like birthday gifts or Christmas gifts. Like, they're usually something special, or like the Huda Mercury Retrograde was my graduation gift to myself from college, the original one. I have a new one now. I just have so many memories with them. So 3 of them are going to go to the makeup memory box. I'm going to get rid of 6. And I'm going to put 5 in my stash, which these are kind of the ones I'm like testing to make sure that I want to keep in my collection and that they still like should be in my collection. So kind of have like 5 chopping block, 6 that I'm decluttering, and then keeping all of the rest of them. Okay, I wanted to give you guys an overview. These are the palettes I'm keeping. Still a ton, but I love eyeshadow palettes. I have actually 5 more I'm keeping, but they're in my Shop My Stash, so I want to try them and make sure that they still have a place in my collection. Outside of eyeshadow palettes, I also have 7 more products back here that I also want to test out and make sure that they're going to stay. I have decluttered 10 eyeshadow palettes, we're going to call it. 3 are going to go to my makeup memory box, and then this is the singles. I'm going to count that as a palette. The rest of these, all of these, I'm getting rid of. So let me just go ahead and count overall how many I'm getting rid of, but this is the overview of everything I'm decluttering, and I feel really good about that, with a few select like test products that I need to make sure I still like. By the way, do you guys like my little Christmas village? I set it up right before filming and I'm really happy with it. So I think it's so cute. I thrifted this, well, found it at like an antique type store not that long ago, and I love them. That's all. Okay, so in total I'm getting rid of 51 products. Now that does include this brush, but I'm kind of considering that like a trio. I did have a separate brush declutter. If you missed that, I did not count how many of those I was getting rid of. Sorry about that. Or actually no, yes I did. I'm getting rid of 34 brushes, but I didn't count this one in that total, so I'm counting it in this one. So over 50 products I'm getting rid of today, which makes me feel so much better. I feel like my collection is just like more honed in now. Oh, and there's also a couple more products in here that I'm going to be testing. So stay tuned to my next video so you can see my full-on Shop My Stash, because I've just picked, you know, a couple of products that I want to focus on, but I'm definitely going to make that more well-rounded and fill in the rest of the categories. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this declutter, and I'll see you guys in my Shop My Stash. Bye.